Now, before we do this, I'm going to test it if this theory is real. Granted, I don't know how fast it's going to heat up this blade, and I don't know if I told you before, I tried heat treating this as we ran out of propane with the same torch that I'm going to show you here in a second, but it didn't really work out because it wasn't heating up fast enough. So I'm going to see if this is really going to work out just by testing it at first. Now, of course, I know what color to look for when I'm looking for loss of heat treatment. The lawnmower is coming back, so I'll be with you in a second. Alright, so we actually got a third change of plan, and that is to blue it. And then, if the bluing doesn't look good, because I've tried bluing knives before and they haven't looked good in the past, I'm going to take the bluing, because I did it completely wrong. You're supposed to etch the knife in acid before you tumble it in the rocks. So, my idea is that bluing is pretty much an acid, so we could try that. Put some blue on it. Doesn't matter if the blue looks good or not, because I'll just go on and put it in my redneck tumbler and see if I can get a stone wash finish on it. So that's the plan. But for right now, I actually did try acid etching it with an acid compound, but it didn't really work out. It just left these weird markings on the end of it. Doesn't look like that side anymore. It looks kind of like that. So I'm going to try to get it to look like this again, so that the bluing can take better. When I go and use it. Because you can't just blue a knife that looks like that. So the sanding process, I'm going to use, I actually don't know what grit this is. I don't know what grit this is either, so I guess it really doesn't matter. So I'm going to be sanding it down. We'll go from there.
Alright, now that I got that done, both sides are polished, hand sanded I should say, I'm going to take this polishing compound and this rag that I have right here. I'm going to put some of the polishing compound on the rag, and I'm just going to buffer it like that until it comes out with at least a better shine. Just move the compound, my rag. For some reason, this stuff is being very hard to work with. I don't know why. Break it down right here. I know I said I was going to do the thing with the torch, but that is until I found this way. And I don't really have anything to use with the torch, so. Meaning, there's nothing that I can put the torch on and put the blade into that won't melt it. Because we have all those 5-gallon buckets, but the problem with using those is that it could melt them. I don't really want that. Now, I'm not going for perfection with the buffering. I'm just trying to get it to the point where the bluing will shine on it. So when the point comes to re-roll it, and back around in the rocks, we can get that nice finish on it.
Now I'm going to rebuffer the other side, and we're going to go up in blue. And I will show you some of the bluing process. I probably won't go into full detail, but blue is pretty much just a chemical acid that can rub on to most high carbon steels, and it'll give it a slight, kind of a very, very, very dark blue shine. But sometimes the bluing process will turn out black, sometimes it'll turn out shiny, sometimes it'll turn out matte. It just depends on how good of a polish you have on your knife. And I did buy handle scales for this. I decided I'm going to be using black ebony handle scales, because those are the best handle scales that I could find that are dark enough for this, and the color that I wanted this knife. So, I think that's about as good as I'm going to get it. The reason why I needed to redo the other side is because as I was hand sanding all the acid markings off, I also scratched up, because this workbench, it has so much iron all over it. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but all of that is just because how much we grind on stuff down here. So, I'll get done here, and then video isn't over until I show you at least a finish on this knife, more than it already has. So when I come back, when it cuts, when I come back, I'm going to be in my room bluing this blade, and I'm sure some of you can be concerned, some of you might be concerned about why I would do it in my room and the safety measures. I've done this before. I know at least somewhat of what I'm doing. I should probably bring an extra pair of gloves, but either way, it's gonna happen, so stay tuned. So there's been a change of plan with the bluing process. I'm not gonna stonewash it. I think I'm just gonna keep it how it is. I really like how the blue turned out. Well, I'm not gonna show my face here because it's like 9 o'clock at night, and I'm terribly tired. So, that's the finished product. I hope you all enjoyed this vlog part 2, and we'll see you next time.